tails is the core. Head is ek moet op met tails. So Duchesses will have a ball. Thank you.
I think in both departments we didn't have enough runs on the board. We lost a lot of wickets at crucial stages. We didn't really quite get a partnership going, and yeah, with the bowling we were good in patches, and yeah, they made us pay. A couple of drop catches from one of the best batters in the world. It's always going to be difficult to win that game.
First off, we started well with the ball. Unfortunately, yesterday took us a little bit of a while to get our gears in track. So it was good to see that from ball one, the bowlers were very disciplined. Not a lot of extras were being bowled, and first two came very late in the match. So it was good to see from the start that the girls were up for the challenge and making sure they were staying very disciplined in the bowling department along with the fielding. And then they just backed it up with the batting. Yes, unfortunate that we lost Lee on 46 and then Sunaki on 40. Would have liked to see them finish it off for us and come off with 250s in the bag. But they did very well. They set the match up very nicely. And then to see Izal and Daumi come on and being able to finish it off, especially the way Izal Salia finished it off with a six, backing us her skill, which she's good at hitting over the top and hitting the long ball. So it's good to see.
Yeah, I think it was a team effort. I think the way Lizelle and I started up front, getting a good partnership, it was always going to be till going to the end. But I think the way the two youngsters at the end just kind of finished it, you can't always leave it for your experienced players, is how the inexperienced players or the younger players come to the party as well, and I think they did it extremely well today. I think kind of just lead by example. I think if they see us scoring runs and kind of setting up matches, they feed off that and they learn how to do that themselves, and I think that was just evident in how Izal and Dalmi finished at the end. So now I thought Lizelle batted really well. I think we have a good partnership. She's the more aggressive player where I'm kind of the more rotator of the two, so I think we play very well together. But yeah, just happy we got over the line today.
Yeah, I think the standard of cricket, women's cricket in South Africa is really going up. There's a lot of youngsters picking up their hands, quite impressed and interested in some of them, and yeah, that just adds to the strength of the South African women's cricket team. So yeah, quite excited to see how the rest of the weekend shapes up, and hopefully some of the South African players can pick up their hand, and also some of the younger players and people picking up their hand and making life difficult for the selectors for the World Cup.
We just have to keep it simple. You just have to make sure that you do your basics right. Bowlers need to be disciplined. We need to make sure, or they need to make sure that they're disciplined in the field, maintain that standard and up it every time they get the opportunity to go out there. And then the batsmen, just to make sure to keep it simple as well. We sometimes forget that 20 overs is a lot of balls. So to forget about how many overs you're facing, to rather think of the balls that you have. And just to back their skill. We just encourage them to just go out there and back their skill and play with freedom.
We just have to learn from our mistakes. I guess it's a very quick turnaround time, so it's not like you can go back to the drawing board and change technical things. But I think it's just a mindset thing. We were quite flat in the field. If you don't believe that a score is enough, you're always going to be a bit flat. I think we did really well to get it that close, but I have to give credit to the Duchesses. They did really well, and obviously Lizelle and Sune that led from the front there. It's always good to see as a captain that your teammates are doing really well in these comps, and I wish everybody well. It's all about, at the end of the day, about women's cricket in South Africa. And the bigger picture is the World Cup, and that's why I say good luck to everyone, and I hope it's a great tournament further.